So when your soul is tied to the world, you cannot have strength. So now people wake up to them and they say, the way I am feeling like a man. Growth is central, and it must be a passion in our hearts. Problem of man is not unimodal. It is multidimensional. And when the Lord also wants to deal with those things, God, He also comes with, manifold wisdom. And that is in the giving of gifts. So He said, and He gave some apostles, some prophets, some evangelists and teachers. He did not just only give one operation. He gave diverse operations, that we henceforth be no more children. What happens to them? They are carried about with what? Every wind of doctrine. And many times when we think about this wind of doctrine, not just only wind of doctrine in the church, in the religious setting, even doctrine in the earth. The world also has its own doctrine. You know that the world preaches to us every day. At your place of work, in school, when you are walking on the streets, on social media. That's why you see every time on social media, every week, there's always something that is trending. Whereby they do what? They lie in wait to deceive. So how do we overcome all this to and fro tossing about? By growth. And that growth only comes by what? Speaking. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into Him in all things, which is what? The head, even Christ. It is in that speaking that those elements for establishment are delivered to you. Growth is central. And it must be a passion in our hearts. If you have a child, if you have a baby, I know when your baby is, you are still carrying the baby. When the child is 10 years old and you are still putting pampers, as a parent, won't you be worried? It becomes a major concern. If you ask that person, what prayer point do you have? That child will say, what? Why? Because the child is not going. Same also as believers. Growth must be paramount in our hearts. Growth addresses all the unwavering. And how does that growth work? That growth comes by understanding. Say understanding. The world is a coastland. It has all manner of things that it brings to us, that our soul is always trafficking with. That it can, you can imagine a man, sometimes when somebody dies and they tell me, this person has died, and I just say, so this person lived 90 years, and the whole 90 years did not use it for anything for God. Just a wasted time. In the coastland, there is always transaction, there are things. And these things, what they do is that they sap strength. Say strength. So when your soul is tied to the world, you cannot have strength. And that is why man has been reduced to dust. There has to be a judgment in the nation that has to keep the coastlands what? Silence. Why? So that the people can do what? Renew their strength. So that the people can wait on the Lord. And what does it mean to wait on the Lord? It is to receive order. You don't just a waiter will wait on. What is the waiter waiting on? It's for you to hear what you want to say and give your order, give your commandment. That's the same also, that we can wait on the Lord to receive His speakings, to receive God's mind concerning issues, to receive God's doctrine concerning marriage, to receive God's doctrine concerning our humanity. So now people wake up to them and they say, the way I am feeling like a man. You should respect my feeling. It is not about the way you feel. Do not remove ancient landmarks. What is God's judgment about this issue? In marriage, what is God's judgment about family life? Judgments about raising our children. Things that don't make you at ease with God. That does not make your life compatible with God. Those are diseases. So it is in the process of waiting. So feasting on the things that the Lord has provided. Wisdom, understanding, multiple speakings, multiple reception of judgments. It is a multidisciplinary approach to deal with the diseases of our soul. It is God's wisdom so that we can be healed of those things that do not make us firm, that do not make us stand. What the Lord wants to do is that God wants to do what? Establish us. The true establishment is for a soul to receive doctrine. It's for a soul to receive those things that will deal with our diseases, that will deal with our infirmities and ground us in truth.